YouTubers, this is ER&W14R coming to you live from the Keystone State. It's been a while since I've done a layout video, and I've been doing more rail fanning more than anything, but this is the first layout video I've done in a really long time. And you guys are probably wondering, okay, what happened? What's going on? Anything new? Well, let me just explain a few things. The layout is back up and running. I was able to we're in our new place now, and we got it back up and running. I put some, I rewired it and everything, did some work to it. The major thing that I did is, and you guys probably noticed, is that the tunnel is on this side of the layout. And the reason is because I removed the crossovers that were here. If you guys remember in previous videos, I had a set of crossovers that went from track 2 to track 1 in this direction, and then I have these crossovers which are still in place. These are the only ones in place for the two mains. The two tracks that were over here are now here in the yard, and this is what the yard looks like. It looks a little bit different. You know, I've rearranged some things. That's my Balboa Pacific boxcar right there that I got at a train show. There's my F-24C. I know it's been a while since you guys seen that unit, but I got some more work done to it. Not much, but a little bit. But anyway, this is going to be the new yard. As you can see, I got 2 tracks here, and I'm going to have an additional 3 down there. I'm going to extend that one over there, and then this one's going to come down here, and then this one's going to come down here. All this is going to have concrete, so trucks and cars will be able to ride on it. There's going to be like an access road that comes up through here and crisscrosses over here, and all that's going to be concrete. I got my ER&W flanger over here. That's my flanger. I trimmed the blade down, as you guys can see over here, because the blade was too wide. Now I got to do the same thing to this side, but I just got to take off that extra lip right there. Other than that, it's done. But what else I did is, let me see if I can do this. Ta-da! I made a removable roof. Now the roof's not finished yet, but I'm actually going to put styrene extensions in here and put magnets on both those and the inside of the roof. So all I have to do is just pop it back on, and then it stays on there, and then just pop it back off. Now the reason why I made it is because I need to put window glazing on the inside here, and I need to fix that door, and I need to do the same thing with that window. But also, since this car does have lights in the front, you can see them, I need to put the wires in there for them. So how else was I going to do that? I wouldn't want to run them through the underside of the car because you have the blade there. So that's how I did it. You guys can see my Conrail BL2 right there. There's my Conrail S7, and my RS4B Slug is painted. Now, you guys are probably wondering, why am I showing this right now? Because, you know, I think it's about time that I showed you guys a little bit of something what I've been working on. That is the ER&W paint scheme, one of them anyway, so you guys know what some of my engines will probably look like. But the Slug is painted. The zebra stripes will remain on the unit. Other than that, that unit's done, except it needs a power chassis. I got my Oshkosh P-Series trucks out here. Now there's only 3 of them out here. I still have the 4th one, but that's for a secret project. I will not be explaining that. That's a surprise project, a secret project. I got my Snowcat here. These are all matchboxes. As you can see, I got the dump beds angled up. And then there's my Hot Wheels water truck. Got that a few months ago. And then also I purchased, actually a couple of days ago, if I can do this right, I purchased 3 Oshkosh Hemmets from Matchbox, and they all work. Really cool trucks. All of them work. These in the back, these two are the better of the two. This one's the not so good of the two. But there was originally 4 at the store, but someone came in and bought the 4th one. I don't know why they bought the 4th one and not the others, but thank God they didn't, because if they did, I wouldn't have any. So yeah, I got those going for me right there. Let me see if I can just put this building back without moving the Bobcat there. That's my Bobcat over there. Let me see if I can do this right. Alright, there we go. Okay. There we go. Alright, everything's down. Yeah, that's my Matchbox Bobcat right there. That's a Matchbox too. All these other ones are Hot Wheels. You guys notice that I do have my Hot Wheels up here. It's been a while since you guys seen my Hot Wheels, but I said, you know what? Since it's a new, new start for the layout, new upgrades and everything, why don't you just put your cars on there? Granted, these are not all my Hot Wheels cars. These are not all my Hot Wheels cars. I have a whole suitcase full of Hot Wheels cars. But I am gonna do what I'm gonna do this year is I'm gonna start making the scenery. The road's gonna come through here. It's gonna go through here, go through the town, and go out there. And then there's gonna be another road. It's gonna be an access road that's gonna run along here and go right down there, cross over, and right through the tunnel. So yeah, that's the view inside the tunnel. I got my Jeep 30 PH-2 out on the main. Got my ER&W SD24R out here. I already showed you the F24C. Got my USS Steel SD38-2 out on the main. I got my Norfolk Southern ST40-2 number 1652 on the main. And I got my Metroliner cab car out on the main. I haven't done any work to it yet, but I got all the parts for it I need. Just to let you guys know who don't recognize the Amtrak paint schemes, let me show you. This is phase 1. This is phase 2, right here. This is phase 3. And the view liner right there, that's phase 4. And I also have the Acela scheme too for the Amfleet coaches, but they're not out in the layout. So I have all the Amtrak schemes on the layout, just to let y'all know. What else? That's pretty much it. Well, what I did is, as you guys have probably seen in other videos and probably heard from talking to me personally, I had a lot of trouble with this section of the layout from here all the way back there with numerous derailments, and that was because the way the crossovers were set up, they were actually pushing this track out wider onto the edge of the lip of the table right here, which was not good, so the trains would actually lean and jump off the track. So I decided to remove the switches altogether in order to remedy that problem, but then I came across another problem. Let me move this train and show you what I did. I did all this work yesterday, by the way. There's my raw 40 cab car right there. You guys remember that one. I built that one. And there's my rainbow cylindrical hopper there. Alright, so when I modified the track, the straight section of track that I had was too long, and I didn't have any spare straights, because I know Cato sells a short piece of straight track like this, but I'm not able to get to the store right now. So what I did is I custom modified and made my own, and it looks beautiful. So I did that, modified that track. You already know I modified that switch there. There's just a piece of straight rail there, so there's no switch on that track. I did the wiring. Let me show you guys that. Let me go back under here. Did the wiring, I had to fix those because those got split. That hole is actually for my feeder wire, because I'm actually adding a feeder wire track to my yard, because when the trains come in the yard, these tracks are powered by that switch, but when they get to this switch, they stop dead where that slug is. So I'm going to put a feeder, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a feeder track in one of these places here. Probably I'm going to put the feeder track here, and I'm going to splice it to this set of wires here, which is for the track number 2. So I'll be able to run the yard with the same power pack. Now, if I wanted to run the yard separately, I would have to remove the clamps the clips right here and run it as an independent yard. But I'm not going to do that. So, yeah. But yeah, most of the buildings are up. All the buildings are up. They've been, rearranged a little bit. These 2 houses are where they used to be. The firehouse was there. The greenhouse wasn't there originally. The water tower wasn't there originally. I just put that there. Those are going to stay. And then there's the tower well, it's called Tower Tunnel Junction. So, because it's tunnel and there's a junction there. Yeah. So yeah, I got my Hot Wheels out here. I got some of the hoods open. Some of the hoods are open, like on that Mustang, on that Camaro. Yeah, so there's a lot of activity going on here. I got my police cars here. This is a Camaro. No, this is a Firebird. Yeah, Firebird. For a Crown Victorian K9 unit, and then this is the Dodge Charger, or Charger SRT 8 cop car. Got my fire trucks, but those are packed away right now. And I got my R31 Skyline out here. That's my R33 right there, that silver one. That's the NIMSO version. I don't have my R32s up here. And then where's my R35? My R35. I have my R35. Where's the R35? R35. Oh. And here's the R35. So R31, R35, R34 right there. Oh, and I got track lighting. Yeah, so I got proper lighting now. So I don't have to worry about that anymore. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little snippet of what was going on. And I really like this section. I'm gonna go around here. Really like this section. I am running out of time. I know I'm running out of time, but I really like this section of the layout, because you can actually look down and see the trains. It's like they're in a canyon. It's so cool to see the trains run through here. And this scene actually reminds me of a particular part of the Hudson line, where I believe 2 tracks go through the tunnel, go through one of the, I think it's Breakneck Point. 2 tracks go through Breakneck Tunnel, and then a 3rd track goes around the outside of the track. So that's where I got that idea from. Because when you're going into the tunnel, you have 1 track, but then it branches off, and then you have 2 tracks. But then the outer track is not even in the tunnel, and it just goes on the outside. But this tunnel was originally over there, and I wasn't able to put it like I wanted it to be because of the crossover, so I had to modify it slightly, and it would always take up space and it wouldn't fit right. So I got that working out. God allowed me to get that working and everything. Oh, by the way, I have Mustangs on the layout. I have you got your 1965 or 1960, no wait, this is 67 GT500, 1980 Fox body. You got your Maverick. You got your 1969. There's your 1968 Shelby GT500. There's another Fox body. And then 2010 GT500. So I got a lot of Mustangs on the layout. Mustang's my favorite car, so yeah. So I wanted to show you guys that quick update. I have run out of time, but what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to run some, I think I can run some trains real quick, if I can. No, I'm running out of time, but I'll run some trains for you in the next clip, okay? So you guys be cool. See you down the line. Peace, y'all.